Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the Social Noah.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge. Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean Canteen and Beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information, from relations to dating to when your leader gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm
Yep. Yo. You already know what it is, man. We back it again with another one. I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, it's a Social Norm. We go ahead and talk to you fellas, make y'all laugh, make y'all cry. Doesn't really matter. We're going to get y'all some entertainment today. Hey, today's episode 122, energy is more important than anything. Now, we came across this video, and actually, Beans, I think you gave me this video, didn't you?
I'm not sure.
Where this dude pretty much gave me some real insight, and I kind of thought this, but he spoke it so eloquently, I had to show y'all. All right, let's just get into the video real quick, because we got a lot to talk about. Let's go.
Used to look at
What?
how other women receive her. It's like a chick you
Let me restart it. There we
started
go.
looking at in a woman that I never used to
Well, I just fucked it up.
started looking at in a woman that I never used to look at.
What?
How other women receive her. It's like a chick you bring around, right? Super bad. Every nigga in the world thinks she bad, but like other women don't like gravitate towards her. She don't really have nothing about her that's friendly or warming or anything in her spirit that makes
You
other
always say
women
that.
want to be
You
around.
always say that.
So it ain't
I'm
like-
a bad mother.
she might tense up when another bitch come around, and the other bitch might not physically be as pretty as her, but she just more powerful than her.
Yeah.
So because of that, I started being more attracted to like the energy. I like the chick that could, you feel me, like make the room revolve around her. That shit is like,
Or bring good energy in
yeah,
the room
bring the
when she
energy
come
in
in
the
the room.
space. She'll elevate your life type shit. Like for me, as I got older, it ain't about the physical attraction. It ain't about. It's like, how do people receive this woman? Like, how is she respected when she moves into a space? Like, I fuck with shorty. I can just sit back in the cut. Shit, it don't matter how fine you is. Don't matter, you feel me, how you did your makeup. That shit don't mean nothing. When you come around and your energy just don't attract nobody. It's like what you started looking at in a woman that I.
All right. Now, when he said that, I was literally like, damn, that nigga telling the truth, dude. Like, you know how many times, Beans, I've literally talked to a girl and I'm like, damn, she fine as hell. She fine as hell. And then I didn't peep it out because I was so enamored by her beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I seen her out and about, nobody was fucking with her. Right. And then when I finally get her alone, we start hanging out, we start dealing with each other. I start realizing why nobody was fucking with her. Dude, she's fucking annoying. Like you can, and this is the thing, fellas. The girl, she can be the baddest. I'm talking about the baddest chick. She got the fattest ass. She could have the biggest titties. She could be so pretty in the face. But then there's something about her that you just know. And then when you meet her and hang out with her, you be like, damn, she has no
Substance to
she has
her.
no substance. She no
Exactly.
personality. She not funny. She got an attitude. She don't bring nothing of pleasure, of peace, of joy, of fun and excitement. All she is something to look at. And once that's passed, you're just like, damn, what the fuck else is like? And this comes back to a story of mine when I was in high school. I had two girls. They was friends, and they both liked me. One was like kind of like a prettier girl, and the other one was kind of like a tomboy. She wasn't that pretty. She was like, played for the basketball team kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
They both liked me, but the one tomboy girl, she was cool as fuck. She was so cool, dude. She literally like I you know where somebody's so cool that like the time you don't even look at how long y'all been hanging out,
Yeah.
and then you just be like, damn, we hung out all fucking day. But it felt like an hour maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it was with her. But the other one, I just was so like, oh, she's cuter. We'll look better in pictures. All this stupid shit that I
She
used to do.
was what you call aesthetically pleasing.
Aesthetically pleasing. So I was like, oh, well, you know, and I folded under the pressures of, well, if I get a girl who isn't that cute, that's gonna make my status look bad. I was worried about what other people thought,
Yeah,
and more than
you chose social status over
yes,
personal happiness, which a
Yeah.
lot of people people make.
and I'll never make that mistake again. But I ended up taking the girl who was aesthetically pleasing, who was cuter, and she was so fucking annoying, dude. I couldn't tell you one time we had a good time that I was like, man, I enjoyed spending time with her. Every time we hung out, I was like, I can't wait to fucking leave. And then it was at the point where it was like, it was so bad. I was like, man, I gotta figure out a way to break up with this girl. Cause I was kind of scared of her. Cause like she would fight girls over me. She just was too much. And
The pretty girl
the
would.
pretty girl was,
Oh,
you know, she would do all kind of stuff. And I was just like, you know what? I gave her I gave a note to her friend and said, get this to her. And it
Oh,
was-
how old were you at this time?
I was in high school. I probably was
Okay,
like
that makes sense.
junior.
Okay, that makes sense.
And but I learned that lesson that you can't go by looks. You gotta
Yes.
go by energy. You gotta go by how they make you feel.
Now, I'm gonna take a page. I'm a little older than you,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this:
Go ahead.
what you're going through is what most men realize at your age.
Mhm.
That looks are secondary.
They really are.
You know what I mean? Like if for some reason it always hits everybody, it hit me at 32. So you realize one day it just hits you like for me, what happened was I was talking to somebody, I was talking to a female,
Yeah.
and she made me laugh. And I realized I was attracted to her not because how she looked, but the fact that she could make me laugh.
Yeah, and you know what's so crazy? I used to hear this all the time when girls would say this. That girls must get faster than guys. Like, well, you know, I don't really care about how good he looked. And I'd be like, you bullshitting. That's not true. And they'd be like, no, I like him because he makes me laugh, or he's smart, or whatever case may be. And I couldn't understand it. But now, as I got older, I understood it because it was like, I don't care so much if she the baddest chick anymore. I care more, are you and me having a good time when we're around each other?
Yes, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And I think that's where women, they say women mature faster than men. I think in that area they really do. They figure that out.
Well, what is it? Beauty's only skin deep.
Yes, I was just about to say that. They realize that early in life. And I have actually talked to pretty girls where they did have substance to them, and they were surprised to find out. I was like, you're not
the typical.
You're not the typical pretty girl. And they were like, why not? I'm like, because you're actually funny,
yeah,
and smart. You actually hold a conversation. And I was like, most women who look like you, it stops with that.
Pretty much,
it stops with your looks
because they don't usually have to go any harder of molding their personality.
Yes, they rely
working on that.
Their looks.
See, that's why you always see some of the funniest comedians are usually like fat, ugly dudes. It's because they have to have a good personality to attract people most of the time. But when you're just a beautiful person, sometimes you do get a bad rep, and most of the time it's usually true. You don't have no personality because you never needed to develop anything. But as you get older as a man, you need to have somebody who's actually got the same energy wavelength you are having. You don't need to have somebody who just is an arm candy, but then nothing else. That's just a hollow relationship at that point.
And I've even said this to you. We were talking about somebody, and this person happened to be a nice looking young lady, and you said, oh, she had a really nice personality. And I said, either she was ugly at one point or she was fat at one point.
Yeah.
And I was right, because usually people who go through that,
Isn't that sad that
It's
to be joyful and nice, you had to be obese at some point?
And I really believe, I really wish that a lot of people won't go through this ugly phase in life
Mhm.
because then they have to develop a personality.
Yeah.
And I wish people wouldn't just be pretty when they were younger or handsome when they're younger because they end up being, I hate to say it,
Assholes.
assholes. It's unfortunate, but it's true. I
Well-
can tell who has had an ugly duckling phase in their life. Like, oh, you went through it. That's why you so nice. So, and I haven't been wrong yet. That is my theory, and I have not been wrong yet.
All right, you're right about that. You know, and as once you realize the type of energy wavelength you're on, and you start to realize that the woman you're dealing with isn't on that wavelength, this is why I say you need to find a woman who's can collab with what you're doing. She's on the type of time you're on. She understands the jokes you make. It doesn't have to be where you have to change for her. She's already trying to be exactly you fit with her.
Yes.
And a lot of old time guys that I talk to tell me, they say, dude, I said, how do you know that you want to marry this woman? How did you know that? He said, dude, you'll know. It'll just fit. It won't be stressful. It won't feel like it's got to be like you got to try hard. It ain't got to be nothing. You could be your 100% self.
Yes.
And that's enough.
And she'll want you to be that. She won't want you to be nothing else.
No.
Like, don't fake the funk with her. Don't just
be yourself.
Be yourself. If you like to do this, do that. If you don't like to do that, then don't do that.
There's too many guys out there that's trying to be something for that they see in magazines, they see on the internet, they see in movies. Be who you are, and hold that with like shit. This me.
Yeah.
I talk this way. I do that. If they say, "Oh, you shouldn't talk like that," well, who the fuck are you? You don't tell me how to talk. You don't. Now I know a lot of times they'll say, "Well, it should go the same way." Now I'll say this, fellas: if you talking to a girl and she wears slutty dresses all the time, I agree. You shouldn't change her because you're dating her now. If she wore slutty dresses when you met her, you need to accept her as she's a slutty dress wearer. That's what she does.
And 9 times out of 10, that's what attracted you to her.
Exactly.
So
why would you want her to change up? And I used to do that. I used to be tripping on girls that I dated after the fact. We started dating, and I'd be like, "Why are you wearing that? You don't need to be wearing that. You don't need to be wearing that." And it's like, I wore that shit before we was dating. You didn't mind it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, but you weren't mine then. Now you represent me. So what you're doing is you're pretty much setting the standard that she's not good enough.
Trying to put her in a box.
Yeah. Don't do that. Let her be who she is. And if that's not the type, and then you know what you do? This is what you tell her. I like you. But for me, I'm not going to commit to a woman that wears these type of clothes. If that, we can still hang out, we can still be cool, but this is not what I see as the image of my wife. Now, if she wants to change and to become the wife you seek, then she'll do that. But don't make it where you have to do this, you have to do that. No, let her be who she's gonna be. And if she wants to, just like anything, if she wants to do what's necessary to be where she wants to be, that's what she'll do.
Okay, there's this debate going on online I've seen about Sierra and who she married to now, Russell Wilson, right?
Yeah.
And they say they said Sierra acted one way in order to get Russell Wilson. Like,
somebody did say, yeah, she was all high and mighty.
Christian. And now if she got him and the kids,
now that she secured the bag, she's back shaking
online.
ass.
Yeah, and they said she basically tricked him. And I was like,
I mean, let's be honest.
I mean,
look at who she first got with. Her real nature was Future.
Yes.
That's who she really was attracted to at first. Otherwise, she would have went and got Russell Wilson. She knew Russell Wilson before all that. She knew who he was.
Yeah.
She could have hit him up. She went towards the toxic stuff because her in nature, it's easier to desire something bad than desire something
good.
Good. it's more in our, what does it say? Something in the Bible as far as temptation. Temptation it feels good.
Forbidden fruit always tastes the best.
It always does. It's gonna feel good. That's the problem. That's why it's so hard. That's why they call it temptation. It's tempting you. Otherwise, if it was horrible, you wouldn't have to. It wouldn't be tempting you. It'd be like, I'm good.
I don't want that. Yeah.
Here, come buy this set on fire. What? I'm good. You know what I mean?
So yeah, I mean, I just feel like she did what she did what she needed to do to get the job done, and she went right back to the regular schedule program. I mean, my question is she doing? I haven't seen what she's done, but is she doing music videos and she's getting being seductive and sexy, or is she just straight up twerk videos? I don't know. I haven't seen any of her videos either. So it's mainly women just saying that it's disrespectful that she's doing that now that she's married to somebody. And I'm just kind of like, well, if Russell Wilson good with it, then
it's all about. My question is this though. It's all about, like you said, if you had a conversation with your husband or your wife and they understand this is about making money, and this is what I have to do to make. I mean, clearly, she don't need no more money. She don't need to work. She don't need to do anything. He makes enough. He just got a huge contract. They're fine with money. Now, if she's got to go ahead and create her music, I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just stop even talking about it. Let's just look it up.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna find.
And my thing is, he knew who she was before all this. And how do we know they didn't have this conversation? You know what I mean? Nobody knows what happens behind closed doors. Really, he seems fine with. I haven't really.
This says Toxic King. Okay, at Future claims he's still smashing Sierra in the new video. Okay, no,
we're not doing that. That's
Future exposes Sierra's perfect marriage with Russell Wilson. No, I don't know, but for embarrassing Russell. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I don't know. Do you think Russell Wilson? Do you think he's a beta? Do you think he's somebody who is told what to do by his wife, or do you think he's more like, look, because you do. This is the thing, and this is why I say this. You do know his former wife cheated on him with one of his football players. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I'm just saying, Russell, I don't know how you are as a man, but I just know the track record with women. It
ain't good.
It's just showing me something. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it seems like he's winning now. I don't know.
I don't got cheated on.
About looking at somebody's past. Unfortunately, I know people deserve a second chance. And, people can grow. People can develop, right? Just like many of you are a different person today than you were 5 years ago. Thanks to God, to be the glory for that. And but sometimes though, people are prone to be the same. A lot of things about people don't change. 90% or 80% of a person's habits tend to be the same. And a lot of times as men, we feel, just like women do this mistake, that we have the ability to change people. All right? We can change people. Unfortunately, we can not. Usually when you're dealing with a woman and she has certain behavior patterns or makes certain choices, she's not going to stop because you're dating her. You can't turn, doo-doo into gold, right? I'll just put it like that.
AKA a hoe into a housewife.
That's basically.
Unfortunately, our brother Russell Wilson didn't understand that. And he's been dealing with Sierra. Allegedly, she's a Christian woman. And, she's found God and, she was single momming it up. And Russell Wilson seems like a nice guy. He's a leader. He is accurate, high performing quarterback. And he has the same image on the field as off the field. A lot of football players in the league are pretty brash and they do things and have tattoos and are womanizers. But that's not how Russell Wilson is. He is a complete great guy. Sierra, you would think, being married to a Super Bowl winning quarterback, she's having sort of what people on Black Twitter are seeing a midlife crisis.
Because he's boring. He doesn't bring excitement to her. This is why she's acting out again. Women need excitement. They don't like where it's just always just perfect fairy tale. They need some drama, some spice, some controversy. And the reality is, Future gave her that shit. Future was like, you know what, bitch, get your act in line or your ass is gone.
My thing is, should he have to change because his woman wants that?
I don't know.
I don't think he should. That's going.
Now, what is a midlife crisis? All right. It can be defined as many different things, but typically, people, they're struggling that they're not young anymore and they want to still be considered, important, especially being married to who she's married to.
Okay, I need to find this video of Sierra twerking.
I mean,
let me just see. I gotta find out what they talking about because seems like. All right, here we go.
Sierra's married. Stop twerking. This chick the white chick basically was saying that. And I was like,
disrespectful. Sierra winds it up in pajamas with no drawers. Okay, let me just see. Sierra winding, twerking. I think honestly, okay, here we go. This is the one I think they're talking about. Okay, now see, and the fact that they said Sierra twerking at gas station with friends having fun, aka four ratchet hood rats.
Stop, dude.
At a gas station shaking ass. Dude, you live I know for a fact every man has seen a group of hood rats doing the exact same thing, and we be like, hey man, I know there's got to be a freak in one of them. That's all we thinking, fellas. All we thinking is these is freaks, and one of us getting it tonight. I ain't mad at you.
I mean,
I don't know about that fucking blonde ass hair. Like, come on, Sierra. Like, and then these girls got all the hoochie daddy. Look at these shorts. You remember these shorts? You remember these fucking ghetto shorts girls used to wear? They would take jeans and cut them up and shit.
I mean, that's
have the ass hanging out and shit.
Men,
are they twerking on dudes? No,
they're not twerking on dudes.
They just twerking though.
But I mean, still.
I've never seen a group of girls hang out together and not twerk. I have in my entire life. I have never seen that.
Okay, but then they wonder. This is the thing. Why do girls, females, women, the opposite sex feel shaking their ass is not a sexual thing to where men will sexualize them? They're like, I don't understand why we can't just shake our ass and y'all be fine with it. So what you're asking is like literally, I don't understand why I'm shaking fucking porterhouse steaks in front of a lion and he wants to eat them.
Do they not? Well, women who say that, do they not understand that is enticing?
They understand.
To men, they don't care.
They don't care. They want us to be so controlled with our emotions that we're supposed to just not look at them as pieces of meat.
Listen, they gotta understand at the base, men are animalistic. We are a bunch
We
of
are conquerors at
we are a bunch
nature.
of savages. So once you do that, all reasoning goes out.
And
the
I know
window.
we're a bunch of savages because there's moments in time where we could be at church and one of us looks at each other at something and we all know
And we-
exactly what we're talking about without saying
any
anything.
word, just look at each
Just
other.
look and be like, and then keep it moving because we know I would tear that ass up. That's what we thinking.
It's so
We ain't
true.
thinking about nothing else. We like,
That's the only time like men have like telepathy.
To-
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
like,
nigga, you see that? Yeah.
all I do is that. Nigga, I know you see that. Or you be like, what that shit? You be like, oh damn. You welcome. That's it.
Yeah. I mean,
And then
so yeah, that is foolish to think that you just going to twerk in a man's face and then think.
don't touch it. Like I've seen girls where they be like right in your face, boom, 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 shaking ass. Soon as other girls like, hey, what you doing? You can't touch that.
Yeah.
You can't do anything with that right now. What and how dare you even think she would want you to touch that?
I just
Like, well, okay.
sorry. You put that in my. I'm sorry. You put that in my face.
Like you have the one girl who always be in the middle of the club. She all four shaking her ass, acting like a stripper, and then you got her 3 friends who's like bodyguards. Like this bitch is fucking Janet Jackson or something. And any man that tries to get behind her, whoa.
You know what? Maybe it's this. Maybe it's this. Twerking, maybe to women. I wish it was a female here. Maybe it's just been considered for women. It's just dancing.
No, it isn't. What it is.
Well, I know it.
I'm telling you
I know
what it
it's
is.
not.
It's the freedom of being the hoe inside that they have and expressing it outwards. The freak, the wild, the crazy, the untamed that they really want to be. And but they don't want the judgment of saying she's a whore. That's what it is. Her freedom of being the freaky wildness she is inside. I've read it in this book of by Robert Greene. It was The Art of Seduction, and it says every woman truly inside wants to be freed by society. They want to be the wild craziness that is inside them. That
free to be whatever.
No, it's what they are.
Yeah,
what they truly are
what they
is freaks, but they don't want the judgment that comes with that. So they hold it inside. And twerking is their one, like it's their time where they can show themselves, show their true self, and then hopefully get not judged or be like, well, it was just dancing. No, it was you trying to be wild and free, which I understand. See, men we can pretty much do stuff and not get in trouble for being that way.
That's true.
And
because we're looked at as,
but kind of we are too, because this is the thing. We're looked at as if we go and like women are looked at, if you go and sleep with a whole bunch of men, you're going to get judged. So that's why they don't really do it. Even if they want to do it, they know it's not in their best interest to do it for them and for just society purposes.
so the question is, why don't we just let them be who they are then?
Well, we have let them be who they are.
Well, it seems like people don't like it though.
Just because this is the thing. Just because you are who you are doesn't mean people have to like it.
That's true.
That's a fact.
That is
I
true.
can be myself. That doesn't mean you're gonna like what I say.
That is very true.
You know what I'm saying? You can be who you are. That's fine. If you want to get outside the box, do it. Understand that comes with some consequences. It comes with people judging you and how they see if you're doing the right, if they feel you're doing the right things or not. And if you can withstand that type of criticism, then you're fine. If you can't, then
I mean,
you're in
to
trouble.
me, the gas station twerking.
Okay, but you're not married to her.
That's true. I'm not.
And you don't
married
got
to her.
2-3 kids, and not only that, you don't have a kid with her, and then 2 other kids that aren't yours.
That's true.
Could you date a woman with kids?
I think I could.
How
I think
many?
What's
What's the limit? One,
I'm gonna say maybe
two,
two,
three. So three,
two, three, maybe three max.
three's max. So she had 4 kids, and she.
I think it comes down to the and I hate to put it like this. No, I don't. How many baby daddies? I think that's what it comes down to. How many? What do I have to deal with that?
So
when
if
it
it
comes
was
to these
4
kids?
kids, 4 baby daddies, that's a no.
It would have to be, because now I got to deal with this dude. I'm assuming that they're all in their lives, and I hate to put it like that, but that's just reality.
Now look at it.
That's just reality.
You know they now on. You know they now on his line.
Well, I'm gonna say that. Let's say they are all in their lives. Now I got to deal with these kids and 4 of these fathers.
Hold
so,
up. I'm sorry, I gotta answer this phone call.
So that's why I probably would say no.
What's up, man? Man, damn, it's 4 o'clock. The damn thing is at 5. I already said yes. I told you I'll help you out, man. Okay. Okay. I'm fine. I got it. All right. Well, bye. Dude, I'm sorry, y'all. This dude, look, this is why we're doing it a little early today, because I told this man I would help him do his fantasy football league. And this guy, he called me at like 2:30. Can you do my fantasy football league? I'm not going to be able to make it. I said, sure, I'll do it for you. What time is it? At 5. I'm like, oh, damn. So I told Beans, hey, can we do this a little early so we can get this out the way, and then I can go do this thing for him. He said, sure. Now this dude calls me at 4 o'clock during the show to tell me, to say, hey, man, you're going to be able to do it? I just told you at 2:30 I would do it. It's 5.
Listen, I've never played fantasy football. I've only watched it. So I don't, it must be very serious. If
clearly.
Is there money on the line? Or?
Yeah, he put some money on it. He put over $250.
Oh, okay.
But my thing is, I told him I would do it. I'm a man of my word. If I say I'm going to do something for you, I'm going to do it for you. I'm not going to go back later and not do it. But he's so worried. It's like you could just, and he's older, so he keeps calling. He's not going to like text you.
And my thing is, now what are you supposed to be doing? Picking this team for him, or
picking the players?
Okay.
Shout out to everybody in the building, man.
Okay.
You know, and I'm picking the players, and I'm like, dude, I got you. How many rounds are you gonna miss the whole draft, or I'm just picking 2-3 rounds for you, and then you come in and do the rest for yourself. Either way, you know, I ain't got no fucking pressure on me. I ain't put no money on this shit. But I'm gonna help him. I'm not gonna go and screw him or nothing. He told me who he kind of wanted.
Okay.
And he said, you know, if they're there around this rounds, see if you can get them. I said, all right, fine. But don't keep blowing me up if you asking me to help you. I said I'd do it. I don't know what. See, clearly he dealt with guys who some real niggas. Who like say I'll do something, and then 2 hours late.
They ain't do it. I ain't said I was gonna do it right there.
I'm on suburban time, dude. That's why I'm on suburban time.
You not on CP time?
No, I never have been. If I'm late, it's because of a reason. I've told y'all, hey, and I'm the type of person. What I do? Hey man, I'm gonna be late.
Yeah, you let me know.
Look, all right, let's watch this other video before we get. Oh, not Sierra.
Not Sierra again.
I'm sorry,
but like I said, kids with the baby fathers, I don't know if I can go that far.
I think you could. I think you seem like you could. You already watch your nieces. I think you could.
Listen,
you could go for like.
I love them to death. Am I wrong for that?
I
mean,
you're a good uncle. All right, let's watch this video. See what this girl talking about. Actually, it's too loud. I don't want it that loud. All right, let's go.
Shadell, so do you think men with kids are weird or men without kids are weird? I feel like men without kids are weird.
If I had to choose out of both of those, I would agree with you. Yeah.
And why do you feel like they're weird?
because of their maturity, their mental, like they mature differently. So like men with kids, they kind of enhance quicker than the guys without them.
Exactly, y'all. Men with kids, they be weird. I'm telling y'all, they be weird. I mean, men without kids, they be weird. My bad.
Okay. Let's finish this.
I mean, men with kids be weird too, but men without kids, it's like they a different breed. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying like I don't want to date a dude without.
I would prefer to do without
I
kids.
mean,
but it's
without
hard.
kids, but I'm just saying they be weird. Like
Clearly, these women gotta have kids.
they just be weird. Like I don't understand why they be weird. They probably like, well, you weird too. You ain't got no kids. No, women are different. Like we naturally know how to do things. Men without kids, they don't know how to do it. Especially if they a mama's boy.
Okay.
See, this is the thing, because this has come up. This has come up in my life a few times. I've gotten good reviews and bad reviews.
Okay.
At my age,
Mhm.
not having children. At my age, not having kids. And I'm like, has the world changed so much that a man being responsible and not having children is a bad thing? Somebody told me once it was kind of a red flag. And I'm like, how? Like, I don't get how. And it's like this video. They never really say why. They just say this.
You ready?
Weird. Go ahead.
This is the typical saying a whole lot of words, but not saying a whole lot of nothing. This woman ain't say a damn thing. All she did was kept saying, they're weird. They're weird. Well, I mean, guys with kids are weird too, and they're weird. They might call me weird. You're not saying anything, bitch. Like, understand, read between the lines when somebody's not saying anything. Because she doesn't really understand why she's saying it. She's probably had a couple guys who didn't date, who she dated, who didn't have kids, and they didn't fuck with her. And now she's trying to say they're weird. But she doesn't know. That doesn't make sense to me. Nobody's weird because they don't want to have kids before they're married or have a committed relationship and have kids. Just because they ain't sat there and sprayed in every freaking girl down the street and had a baby here and there doesn't make them weird. It makes them responsible.
Well, like I said, I've gotten mixed reviews. I've had some females tell me it's a good thing. You know what I mean?
It's definitely a good thing to not come in there with baggage to be where when you get in a relationship, your focus can be on her, not on children that clearly she probably doesn't even care that much of. She was going to care more about her children than your children. So in the same way, vice versa, when you date a girl who's got a whole bunch of kids, unfortunately, yeah, you're going to care more about your kids than you're going to care about her kids. Now, yes, is that wrong? Probably.
It definitely is.
But is it how it usually is? Yes.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I know women who hate their kid, hate us one particular kid because, and I hate to put it like this, it is sad. They hate the one kid because she wanted to be with this man. That's why she had a kid with him, but it didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
So she had other kids with other men, but she particularly doesn't like this one particular kid. Not because of anything the kid did, but because of it didn't work out with the father. It's unfortunately that life works out like that. It shouldn't.
Speaking of kids, apparently now there's a new trend out there where they're having kid-friendly drag shows. They're having men dressed up as women, dressed up as drag, and they're allowing kids to participate in this, saying it's kid-friendly. Now, I don't know about you, and I've never really been to a drag show, but I'm assuming it's kind of like a striptease and dancing, and it's kind of like a twerk show. That's what I'm assuming it is. Seeing that they're trying to be kind of like women, and women usually when they're doing some type of competition dances, they twerk and shake ass. But I mean, let's just see it for ourselves.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait to say it until I see
there's one. It says Dallas protester shows up to drag the kids to Pride family friendly drag show. I I'm kind of nervous to see what the fuck I'm about to see, but we're gonna go ahead and get into this thing and figure it out.
Gotta.
This is the world we live in, y'all.
It is. I mean,
this is the new social norm.
I mean, they're here. What are you what are we gonna do about it?
Let's get it. Okay, first off, this boy is wearing a pride shirt clearly, but he looks so uncomfortable. He doesn't look like he wants to do this.
This is the Drag the Kids to Pride event at Mr. Mister's in Dallas's Oaklawn neighborhood. Organizers promoted it as a family-friendly drag show where kids danced with the performers. What came with it were protests outside.
You people are the symptom of a dying society, and you know it.
You're scaring children. Shut up. I live in this community. I
So you screaming and swearing isn't scaring the kids either?
have for several years.
Daisy says she first saw a poster for this event near where she lives.
I don't believe that I should be seeing signs advertising for children to be dancing on stage with men in thongs and in inappropriate clothing and makeup.
The organizers say today was a family-friendly event with a safe environment separate from their normal operations. In a statement, they said, "We believe everyone should have a space to..."
Wait a minute. Do you hear what he said? Except from our normal operations. So usually it means you're not kid friendly. You're usually sexualized and you're going in and being naughty and whatever case may be.
Celebrate who they are. Mr. Mister's is a place where everyone is welcome to feel accepted, safe, and included.
I've been here like every night throughout the week.
AJ Cruz has worked at Mr. Mister's for about 2 years now. He said today's event allows people to express themselves.
Why are they giving them money? This ain't okay, dude.
There was a lot less people drinking today, so that would make it more kid friendly just because there's so many people here. Everyone.
Now, let me get this right. You heard what he said, right? There was no, I mean, hold up.
Just because there's so many people here, everyone just
allows people to express themselves.
There was a lot less people drinking today.
A lot less people. So there were people drinking at a kid-friendly, which is fine, because I know at Chuck E. Cheese and certain places, they'll still have beer and stuff for the adults.
So that would make it more kid friendly just because there's so many people here. Everyone just came from all walks of life.
Mind you, I don't see a grown man that's not dressed up as a woman in this damn.
Is that a man right there?
Enjoyed Pride.
No,
organizers said they've received threatening emails.
Oh,
that's a dude right there. Hold a baby.
There's a dude, and he
actually it's two dudes. Got Jesus standing behind him.
I feel so bad for this little baby. And this girl,
Phone
she's like,
calls
yeah.
from the protesters.
I do not in any way condone the behavior that these people are engaging in, but what drags me out here is it's kids now.
Dallas police said they
many
went
times
to
they
the
gonna say
event
drag?
and protest to assist with crowd control.
What drags me out
The
here?
scene
Play on words. All right. So give me your opinion on this. What do you think about the drag friendly, kids friendly drag show? You want me to go first or you want to go?
Go for it, because I'm trying to collect.
Like your thoughts. All right. The fact that we live in a world right now where we're trying to make it kid-friendly drag shows, when we know from past that drag shows are strip teases, are where men are dressed up as in drag, shaking ass, putting titties in people's faces. I get they're trying to do a performance, but the performance comes at splits and very seductive stripper-like movements. And now saying, let's do a kid version of this so kids can come and see this. What if this was a woman strip club and they wanted to do a kid-friendly strip club show? Where we're not gonna show our titties and stuff, but we're still gonna be dressed up as strippers, and we're just not gonna drink, and we're gonna fucking let these are kid friendly show. What are we talking about, people? Like, let's be honest about this. What are we talking? We're sexualizing kids at a young age to say this is okay when it isn't. Can we let kids be fucking kids? We don't need to throw this in their face as a baby, and young child, and having a grown man dressed up as a kid, dressed up as a female, walk this kid down the aisle, say, look, you can be what I'm being too.
Yeah, I think that's my.
It's
I think that's
brainwashing.
my issue with it. Is these are children. Like, where does the line? Where is the line? You know what I mean? That's like the whole Dwayne Wade and whoever
his son?
Yes. And a lot of people had an issue with the age, not what he was doing, but the age of
what they were saying he has to be.
Yes.
Oh,
and I don't know where the idea came from, who idea was it to bring children to drag, but apparently some people thought it was okay because they got their babies in there, they got their
11-year-old trailblazing drag kid Desmond is amazing. I gotta see. Oh my god, Michael Strahan. Let's watch this.
What
I gotta
about
see
them
this,
Cowboys?
y'all. He was for the Giants. You fucking dude. You don't know nothing about.
No. You ever see the commercial? It was a Michael Strahan commercial. Dude was like, "Hey, Michael Strahan, what about them Cowboys?" And the dude was I'm showing my age.
Desmond Napolis, get ready for this trailblazing 11-year-old drag kid who RuPaul is calling the future. His bravery is inspiring so many. We're going to talk to him in just a moment, but first, let's take a look at his amazing story.
I'm Desmond. I'm 11 years old, and I like pizza, trains, and drinking root beers that's caffeine free. I also do drag, and I love to put on makeup, dresses, and wigs, and of course, jewelry if necessary. My full drag name is Desmond is Amazing. I feel very happy to have a mom that accepts me. It really touches
Okay,
me deeply that there are other children out there that he's reaching and they're listening.
This is what it makes sense now. It makes all sense. Y'all, I don't have to say anything. You know what the fuck I'm thinking. It makes every sense in the book. Look at this man. Look at this man, and you tell me, where does it say of any masculinity? Look how he's sitting. Hold up. I want y'all to see this. Because I need to, let me move this off this for a second. I want y'all to see. This is how he's sitting.
Oh, listen. Okay.
What do you want to do now, honey? Whatever you say, honey. Come on, man. That better not be his father. That better
it has to be his
no.
father. I mean,
adopted. Please. Okay, please. Okay, we're gonna watch the rest of this. I already know what this is before I even I'm gonna rewind it just so I don't even I need to hear to see the whole thing.
Accepts me. It really touches me deeply that there are other children out there that he's reaching and they're listening to him and he's influencing them to be themselves.
I'm very proud of him. I'm proud that he's found his path so early.
My greatest joy in this is just seeing Desmond happy. I love doing drag because it makes me feel amazing and self-expressive. It just feels amazing to know that people love what I do. My one big message would be 3 words: be yourself always.
Please welcome Desmond Napolis, a.k.a. Desmond is Amazing.
I really want to know the real what Michael Strahan really feels about this shit. I understand he in Good Morning America and you got to make this money, but I want to ask, would you mind your son being a drag queen?
Well, that's the question. What do you do?
I want to see the man. hey, y'all see this dude in the black dude in the corner? He like this. Hold on. I gotta rewind this for a minute. Look at the dude in the top upper right corner in the suit. Watch how he's clapping and look at his face. I caught that out of the whim. This nigga like, yeah, okay. I'm clapping because they told us in the audience we gotta clap. Nigga, I ain't with this. He flexible because I can't do that shit.
Hello, Desmond. How are you? How you doing?
So many questions.
Thanks for being here. I love that
you love root beer, caffeine free. I can get on board with that.
My mom doesn't like
I love how he tried to pull his skirt down.
me drinking caffeine.
Does it make you hyper? Yeah, me too. They don't like when I drink caffeine either. But Jasmine,
He got ADHD or something, dude. You could tell why he don't need sugar because he's already too much.
I mean, my thing is, they're probably going to ask these questions like, when did all this start?
you're one of the youngest and first drag queen/kids, and I've heard that you've gotten messages from young adults who look up to you for being who you are. What are some of the notes you've gotten?
Some of the notes I've gotten are like that you inspire me very much, and I wish I could have had the support that you have when I was a child.
Oh my God, Paul. Yeah. You know what he look like right there? He look like Lady Gaga right there. I'm not trying to be funny, but that's what just
okay.
You don't see that shit.
I don't know about Lady Gaga. He looked like a little boy kid that got a damn Mac.
But like you said, what do you do if your son comes to you and is like, I feel like I want to be?
You think I want you to really believe? You really believe that he came to them for this shit? That's what you believe?
No, I don't think so. To be honest,
do I? Nigga, hold up.
I don't believe.
No.
I don't. Because
No.
how does he know about that?
Hold
That's the question.
You want to sit there and really believe that? I'm going back to what I just saw, and I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
I know where you're going back to.
You know where I'm
I
going
already
back
know.
to.
Oh, the question. Okay. Well, what if your so you think it's the mom who had all this?
Nigga,
Are there children out there
who the
that
fuck is
are
talking?
listening?
Do I have to show you? Look at this nigga. Do you want to sit there and think she's talking for the whole show? You know, all he said was, "I'm proud of him."
And well, and pause it too.
Them
You
to
notice.
be themselves.
Hold up.
I'm very proud of him. I'm proud that he's found his path so early.
My greatest joy.
That's it. We just need one statement from the man.
And you don't see him in the parades either. That's
Dude.
what I noticed. But
Yeah, exactly. Where's this dude at? This dude
He's
is not about that, dude. I hate that. I'm going back to this shit. I don't give.
Criticized you. What do you say to them?
It's fine.
This nigga is really doing the whole fake hair. Nigga, that's not your hair.
Well, we're all excited to have Desmond here, so thank you, Desmond. But we also have some people that wanted to come see you personally. So
Some drags. I already
please
know.
welcome Head of Lettuce.
How are you? Thank you for having me on.
This nigga definitely made sure he kissed his hair. I'm joking. What? Michael Strahan, you ain't fooling nobody, nigga. Look at this. This nigga did all this cheek right here. Watch this.
How are you? Thank you for having
He kissed all this fake ass green hair right there. That's what he kissed. This nigga was like,
me on.
oh, wait a minute. Did he kiss him in the lips? Hold up. I gotta go back. I'm sorry.
How are you? Thank you for having me on.
Nigga. He didn't kiss him, but damn it, if he would have. All this suburban Good Morning America shit would have went out the window. Michael Strahan would have showed him he from Texas. That shit would have no. Oh, that nigga had his fist balled up too.
And we've got Chanel. Please come out.
Hello, Chanel. Go.
We can't forget Alyssa Edwards.
Damn, now that's some hair.
I'm surprised RuPaul ain't show up.
Nah, RuPaul a little too big for this.
Hello. How are you? See you.
And good morning to you.
I feel like Mike I'm gonna be honest with you. What I felt was Mike realized for the first one he made a mistake, but he had to do that. So now he just went out with the hand for every last one. I'm like, look, shake this hand, nigga. Do not grab and try to give me a hug and kiss.
Like I said, I think it just comes down to the age.
Shocked. Happily shocked.
So for you three, when you see Desmond, what comes to mind? What do you think about?
Inspirational.
Yeah.
Brave, courageous. I wish, because I started doing drag at 15 years old, and obviously not 11, but I wish even at that age that I could have had the courage that you have to do what you do and literally take the art and put it in mainstream America. Wow. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Yeah.
You're the future of drag, so you have a lot to live up to. And I think it's also awesome that you are blessed with parents that love and support you unconditionally.
Of course they love and support. You know what type of money he probably bringing in on social media? Come on, man. This ain't nothing. This ain't no. Let me put this. Let me go back for a second. So many people. What up, Danny? Well, man, I can't comment on this. I don't know what to say.
What do you say?
This is where we at, Danny.
This is society. And the other drag said he or she started at 15. I mean, he 11.
He getting the bag. Look, I have no problem, but that's kind of exploiting kids almost. Because you gotta realize now he has to live up to this. Like he can't go back and be like, I just want some jeans and a t-shirt and I just want to play baseball. Like he can't do that. The pressure from the alphabet people is gonna be so strong that he's gonna have to stick with this, even if he's like, I like girls, which I can't see it happening. Just because it's so embedded in this kid at a young age to be.
I mean, I would say this. What about? It's like, what about Prince? Now he wasn't drag, obviously, but he did toe that fine line.
But Prince still talked.
He did talk as a man,
and he was an artist because he was expressing his art. And I get this is their form of expressing art, but it's also like, is it though? It's like I get it. Like those costumes are crazy. I'm not even gonna sit there and act like they not wild and probably fun, to be for Halloween type thing. But
this is their life.
That's their life. I ain't gonna say that. I don't think they dressed in drag all the time.
Well, I can't.
But that's their thing.
Sure.
I'm just saying. Let me say this. I'm ignorant to drag shows because I've never been to a drag show. I've just seen little clips of people doing drag.
Would you go to one?
Probably not.
For the show purposes.
For this show, yes. I would go. But I'm going to say right now, they can't touch me. They can't touch me. If they touch me, I don't know what I might do. I ain't with the whole put your face in my fake titties or just like nah. Like, and I'm not saying I give them credit for because they got to do the makeup, they got to do the hair, they got to do the dress, all that stuff. So it takes time, and I give them credit for that. But for me, I never thought I would see the day that kids will be allowed to dress in that form. And then it's like Halloween. To me, it's like Halloween. If I was a kid, it would be like Halloween to me. That's probably how he's looking at it.
It could be. Now, I'm going to tell you this story. My father will be mad at me for this, but I'm going to tell this story. So my father told me when he was a kid, they had a Halloween contest. You dressed up, however, and they judged you, and they gave you a prize. Now, my aunts dressed my father up as a girl at the time, and my aunt said, "Oh, he looked amazing." My father took one look at himself. He said, "Take this off of me."
Was he an adult?
No, he was young. He was young.
Yeah.
And
Because you didn't want to look like a girl.
yeah.
dude.
So he said, take this off of me. I'm gonna go with something else. Now he said he went to this event and there were other guys there dressed as girls.
And they won.
But he said if you see them nowadays, they're gay. I can't,
So they were.
This is the story.
So
this is the
maybe
story my
they-
father told me.
So maybe they were accepting of that because either that's what was in them, that's what they were kind of leaning toward. They
Yes.
leaned into it, and he fought against it.
Yeah, my father like.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Do you think you can, being gay, do you think is something you choose to lean into, or is something that you are just born with? Because this is my theory. I believe men, because we are so savages and so low, we have such a low standard for sex. We can damn near fuck anything.
You're talking about men and
Men. I'm talking about men. I'm talking about as a man, men can fuck almost anything. If you're going through a hard spell, you could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like the ugliest chick ever. I'm talking about something where she just looks a mess, almost to where you can but you could still fuck it for the most part.
Okay.
Some men can do that. We can pretty much get through anything. I feel in the same right, the urge of being with, not even the urge to be with me, but the urge of sexual gratification.
Okay.
Those men who are already feminine lean into that. And they could easily say, I'm going to fight temptation of this, and I'm going to, because you know that's not what you should be doing.
So you're saying men who are effeminate can still go the other way?
Yeah, I think they could if they really wanted to, but I think the easier route is to lean into that.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you an example about that, because I at one point I would have disagreed with you, but I know two people. Okay, one famous, one not. Donnie McClurkin. I don't know if you know him. He's a famous gospel singer. At one point in his life, he was gay. He admits this. Now, he found God and all this stuff, and now he's not. He's actually married to a woman now.
I think God can. I think it's your mindset. I think what you choose to want to be and think about gets you in that mindset. If you're always tempted, temptation's easy. We all know men are naturally willing to have sex. So it's not hard to be a man and to do gay shit. It's not hard. Men are going to, you know what I'm saying? Like in the sense, no, what I mean is I'm saying not hard in the sense of mentally. I'm talking about as far as if you were a gay man to go have sex with another man is not going to be hard to do.
Oh, okay.
A man going to have sex with other women would be hard to do because women are just not going to give it up like that all the time. Not saying that they don't give it up, but for the most part, you got to have something of value to do it. Men are men, whether they're gay or not gay. Men, their instincts are still men.
So are men, so they can lean. So you saying men like that can lean either way? It's just gay men decide to lean in.
They lean into the temptation of the easy kill. Oh, this guy will do this. He did that.
So men who are bisexual, they just basically,
they just lean into whatever's the easiest route at that moment. That's what they're leaning into. They have no standards. Bisexual people don't have no standards. They're willing to do whatever. They're willing to be whoever.
I wish I knew. Actually, I do know somebody. All right, never mind.
I don't know, but it's 4:40 and we got to get up out of here, y'all, because it's been an hour and I gotta go fuck up this fantasy draft.
Good luck
for my homeboy. So, hey, if you like the content, man, we appreciate everybody listening in. Go ahead, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos every Monday and Friday, 4:30 Eastern time. Today we did a little early because I got shit to do. It's Friday. I want y'all to go ahead and enjoy yourselves. Go do something for yourself. The man came through, but guess what? We got through it. You feel me? I'll see y'all Monday. Beans, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No, just have a good weekend.
Yeah. Football season coming up. It's about to get real up in this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Get your bets in.
Or don't, because I'm done with that shit.
Yeah, don't do that.
You trying to bring me back to the...
Okay,
to the,
don't do that. Don't do that.
Bye. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans. This is Social Norm.
Daddy.